All right. So I wanted to start doing more things like for ideas to help people get ideas for stuff. So here are 5 ideas for hypo. 5 ideas for hypo breedings, and these are more long-term projects that you to get into now because it's wide open, and some of them are a little more outside. So number one, hypoanthrax. I really think I really think that has gigantic potential. Hypoanthrax. Um, and hypo doesn't seem to limit black the same way platinum does, or in the same way that sunfire does. So a hypoanthrax should retain more of the black than you get with either platinum or sunfire. So I really recommend that. Next one, obvious, hypo superdwarf. Just start shrinking them down. Start shrinking them down now. Hypo superdwarf, get that project going. I don't know if I think Eric's already did it. I think he's already got that going, but I mean it it's just something that needs done. 100%. And Eric, I think, might be doing that this year. And the reason I think that's going to be interesting is because of how the color shift happens with hypo, and with Halma being so dark. I really think that a hypo Halma will live up to the name Blue Hypo. I think because of how dark the side colors are on in between the rosettes and the pattern outlining on a Halma, I think that will actually give you a very blue looking side pattern or side color where that should be silver. I think that'll be the closest you can probably actually get to a true like blue color. So that, and you get a lot of black out of that. You get a lot of different colors. So I mean, it can be a completely different shade, completely different color. Okay, then hypogenetic stripe. That's number 4. Hypogenetic stripe has huge potential to be extremely pretty. You might have to go with a hypo tiger genetic stripe because of how tiger shifts some of the color and pattern around. Not 100% sure. Somebody will have to do it. And this is the last one, which I think it's going to kind of throw people. The reptile industry generates over 1.5 billion annually. Unnecessarily high shipping rates and processing fees are hurting profits. The Processing and Parcel Solution finds you the best rates on shipping and processing fees. If you're doing high volume shipping and or credit card processing, the Processing and Parcel Solution would like to work with you to find you the savings you deserve. We are looking to work with more reptile related businesses, so reach out to the Processing and Parcel Solution today. Use promo code RNBTPPS for a free consultation. But hypotitanium, I really think there's a chance to make a really, I might be wrong, but I think there's a chance to make a really pretty snake with a hypo and a titanium together, because titanium is a lot like genetic stripe. It's a very underrated morph, and one of the reasons titanium's never caught on is because the main person working with him was Jay Brewer, and everything he made looked like dog shit. He bred it into tiger, which wiped out the silver part, and it also wiped out a ton of contrast. But if you look at some titanium stuff, some of it is really, really attractive, like really pretty. Orange glow titaniums, that kind of stuff has a ton of potential, and I really think hypo titanium would be just a great project. So those are the 5 that I recommend people considering for long-term projects, and there's also some just obvious ones which we can throw out there. Hypo marble. You're probably going to end up with a striped snake, but it's probably going to be pretty if you can get away from the striping. And that might be a situation too where like you actually want the marble to stripe out to get a bunch of side color in there. So that would be an awesome, potentially awesome looking animal, even if it was striped out and you didn't get any crazy marbling. If you did, great too. You could have a crazy back pattern, awesome, super bright, clean sides. And hypo Aztec. that's another kind of no-brainer there. But those first five: hypoanthrax, hypo superdorf, hypo halma, hypo genetic stripe, hypo titanium. Hardly nobody's going to think to do hypo titanium, and probably nobody's going to think to do hypogenetic stripe. And maybe one or two people, probably only Eric's the only person who's going to think to do hypo halma. So, there's just a ton of potential there with that gene. If I get it, if I get a hypo, I'll run it to a ternate and I'll start that project. If you wanted to do another locality too, I mean, hypo Mindanao would be great. Hypo Solaire would be great. That'd be another one that would kind of shift it more into the blue look for the side on the Solaire. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff that you could do there with that. So there's a few ideas to think about there, and you can probably get some stuff pretty cheap right now on Morph Market.